You're listening to Embrace Your Snake, the #1 podcast for creatives and entrepreneurs that have big ideas and just need a little help to get them out into the world. I'm your host, Michael Jackson, and today we're talking about how your limiting beliefs are stopping you from being the superhero you are. So it's the end of the year, and it's that time when everyone starts thinking about, here's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to take a class. I'm going to learn a new skill. I'm going to make some new friends. I'm going to make all of these amazing changes in my life, right? The question is, what did you promise yourself last year? Did you promise yourself, I'm going to take a class. I'm going to go to a conference. I'm going to make some new friends. I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to lose weight. And did you accomplish those things? Why didn't you accomplish them? Or if you did, what made you accomplish those things and not some others? Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect and that I set my mind to doing something and I get it done. That is definitely not the case. And I have been a victim of my own limiting beliefs for quite a while. You know, I've set the goal of losing weight, and I have done that. And of course, I gain it back. I've set the goal of going on trips. Most of those I don't do. There are things that I will do. And that is when I set the goal of saying, you know what, it's time for me to move and I'm going to go to a new location. That becomes very, very simple for me. And I think that's simple because I've done it before. And in my mind, I know that if I decide I'm going to move from, like I did the last time, from California to Florida, it's easy. I've done it before. I've gone from Chicago to Dallas. I've gone from Dallas to California, and then finally California to Florida. Those things are easy for me because I've done them before. And in my mind, I know that if I need to find a place to live, it's easy to do. It's also one of the things I think that keeps people broke. Being broke is easy. I have experienced being broke. I can't say that I'm rich yet, but I know how to get out of it. For example, we know that if we're broke, we know which bills to pay and which ones not to pay. We know what food to eat and what not to eat. We know that if you are doing certain things, you can put other things off because those don't need to be paid as well. Well, you are comfortable, one is comfortable doing those things because you know how they are done. The things that we don't know how to do or are how to go to a 5-star restaurant and order the food, how to travel to a new resort and interact with the people who are around because we think that the rich act differently than we do, because we think that people who are at a different social level act differently than we do, and we aren't comfortable with that. And so we limit ourselves to beliefs that we currently have. And what I am saying and what I will do, I will document, and I hope that you do the same thing, is you will get out of your limiting beliefs because they are stopping you from reaching your full potential. There's no such thing as this person at this conference has too much money and they won't listen to me, they won't talk to me, I'm not like them so I can't go there. There's no such thing as I can't fly first class because I'm comfortable in business class. The only thing that's stopping us from doing what we want to do is actually just doing it. Do it once and it becomes like, I can do that. I have to say I did the same thing. When I learned event photography, I was terrified to go up to people and take pictures because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if they were going to bite me. I didn't know if they were just going to tell me, go away, we don't want you in our face. And after I did it the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, that was super simple and I can do it better next time. The same thing happened with me with karaoke. All of my friends used to go to the karaoke club and they would sing and I would sit in the back of the room, or I'd leave and come back in a couple hours after they were kind of, done singing, and I'd sit with them and talk. And eventually I got to the point, and I went into the story back on my episode #1, I think, of this podcast, where I talked about the fact that I was afraid to get up and actually sing because I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't want to have people go, oh, Michael is just a horrible singer. I didn't want to find out if I was a horrible singer. I knew that I could sing, but I hadn't done it in front of anybody. By the way, the same thing still happens with me dancing. I don't go dancing because I don't want to look bad. And I need to overcome that fear also, by the way. While I'm talking about embrace your snake, literally, of course, there is embracing the snake, and figuratively, embracing the snake for me would be dancing. There are other things that some people won't do. There are so many people who are afraid to just step outside the bounds of their limiting beliefs. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough support. Well, here's one thing I will tell you. I will support you emotionally and mentally. If you tell me what your belief is, I will support you and I'll be there for you and I will help you come up with a plan. You can count on that. And when I get up to 1 million people, maybe I'll have a team of people helping do that. But for right now, it's just you and me. So if you need some help with something, you can talk to me. If you want to go to on a trip, if you want to go across seas, if you want to do something absolutely that you've never done before, let's figure out a way to make it happen for you. I have planned to go to the UK this year, and I want to see Tony Robbins. I am going to see Tony Robbins. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but the question is not, the thinking is not, I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I can't do it because I don't have enough time. I don't have enough clients. I don't have enough this, that, or the other. The real question I need to ask is, how can I get it done? The question is, how can I get it done? How can I get from Florida to the UK? I forget exactly where he's going to be, but I know it's in October, and by October, I will have the resources to go see Tony Robbins, be in his Unlimited Power workshop, and spend 4 days there without sweating about hotel costs, food costs, travel costs, or anything else, because my question is, how do I make that happen? And I will challenge you to also, instead of thinking of the negatives, instead of limiting yourself to the things that you do now, ask the question, how can I do it? Write it in the comments below. Tell me what your goal is, and then ask the question, how can I do XYZ? I'm going to put mine in the comments. I want to start with my Tony Robbins goal. I want to go see Tony. How can I go see Tony Robbins in the UK in 2020? No matter our socioeconomic position in life, all of us have limiting beliefs that are stopping us from doing something. We want to kill those limiting beliefs so that we can become the superhumans that we really are. This is Michael Jackson. Peace.